Well, good afternoon everybody. I hope you're all well. Something a little bit different today. I'm using the Oslo Pocket 3 to shoot this video, and it's not going to be a terribly exciting one, but I've attached to it a K&F Variable Filter with stops up to ND 32, so 4, 8, 16, 32. And what I want to do is shoot some video at the different stops to see what effect it has on the video, to see what difference it makes, if any. And it's a beautiful day. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. The temperature is in the mid-20s. There's a slight breeze, making it very pleasant. And so what better day than to come out and try this variable filter and see what effect it has on the images. At the moment I have the filter set to 1. Just going to pause here a second and sweep the camera around. That was a cloud in the sky. There's always one that wants to spoil the party for you. But yeah, we're just going to go out for a brief stroll. Nothing special. And I'm going to stop the video, move the variable filter on stop, shoot some video, stop, move the filter again, and so forth. And then when I go home, I'm going to put them together and just see if I can notice the difference. If I can't, if I don't think there's been much difference in them, then you probably won't see this video. But if I think there is a discernible difference and something that either makes the images look better or worse, then I will pop a video up on YouTube and we can have a look, or you can have a look and perhaps tell me what you think. So as I said, at the moment this filter is set to 1, so I'm going to pause here, move it up to 2, and I'll see you again in a moment. Right, I've moved it to stop 2. Let's have a look at Bedminster. Beautiful day. Apparently we're in for a heat wave. I will believe it when I see it. But if there is, can I make a plea to pet owners out there? Please be careful when you walk your dogs and where you walk them. I mean, obviously if you're going to walk them on pavements, and we do have a heat wave, those pavements are going to be red hot under their paws. So you may want to walk them either very early in the morning or the last thing at night when the sun has gone down and it's a bit cooler. But yeah, just please be careful and make sure they all have plenty of water to drink. Make sure there's water for cats, dogs, birds, whatever type of pet you have. We need to look after them. They can't do it all by themselves. Anyway, that was a brief message on behalf of the RSPCA. Whew. It's glorious out here. It's not quite as scorching as I was led to believe, but very, very pleasant. I am seriously struggling, guys. I have put on so much weight over the last 8 to 10 weeks. I've been on a lot of medication. I'm on a lot of medication, and my doctor's taken me off some, and I've had the munchies, and yeah, put on a bit of weight and been struggling a bit. It doesn't help when you're diabetic and you have fibromyalgia. Means that your blood sugars spike, and my reading is the second worst I've ever had. And fibromyalgia, being in constant pain, being stiff all the time. Yeah, you don't really want to be carrying excess bulk about. And I'm one of these people who really feels it if they carry an extra pound or two on them. Alright. Okay, I'm going to get to the end here and try not to be run down by this car. I'm not that big, I wasn't blocking the road. Anyway, I'm just going to cross over here, and I'm going to stop the video and move the variable filter on another stop, and again I will see you again in just a moment. Right, stop 3. Because the one issue with the Pocket 3, as much as I love it, is it's a little bit tricky to put filters on, take them off, and also to move the stop on the variable filter. You have to be a bit careful how you hold the gimbal when you do it. As I said, I'm sorry, this isn't an exciting video. I'm sorry, it's paths we've walked before, and I'm sorry I've not got an external mic on, so I hope you can hear everything. But as I said, this is really to test out the variable filter and see if I find any discernible difference in the settings. What a beautiful day. I hope it's like this where you are. Hope you're enjoying the weather if you can. If you're at work, unless you've got good air conditioning, you have my sympathies. Right, I'm just going to stop the video again, just so I can get through this gate. But when I come back, I will still be on setting 3 for the Pocket 3. See you in a minute. Okay, it's a little breezier up here. As we dance merrily through the cowpats. That gate is horrible to get through. It's stiff and it falls. And if you don't get your thumb out of the way, when you're grasping the bars with one hand and trying to open it with the other, you end up with a sore thumb. And yes, that is thumb, I said, not anything else that rhymes with thumb. So, here we are, still on setting 3. Let's go over here. There we are. There's the woods, Bluebell Woods. Now we're going to walk down over there and change the setting to 4 just before we do so. And again, if you watch this video, if I put this video up, please do let me know if you can see a difference as I change the settings. I hope I'll be able to tell when I look at it during the editing process. I said if I can't, you probably won't see this video. If I can, or I think I can, but would like a second opinion, then it's you guys, my subscribers, for whom I am eternally grateful, who I will be asking to cast perhaps a more expert eye than mine over the images and tell me what you think. So let's just wander down here and into the shade, and then I can stop the video and move us on to the next stop. So once again, I will catch you all very soon. Very typically I'm in a sort of shady part at the moment, but I've moved it on now to stop 4. And I know that these help with motion blur, things like that. But said I'm just testing this out. I'm, I'm a novice when it comes to technology. I don't know much about it. I read, and for a number of reasons it goes in one eye and out the other. And I've had filters in the past and found them just too fiddly, which is why I switched to a variable filter this time around. And I said the model is a K&F, or the manufacturer, sorry, is K&F. Yeah. What a lovely day, isn't it? Well, they've said we're in for a long hot summer, but I'll believe it when I see it. I think we're very lucky, you know, we live in such a green and pleasant land, even if sometimes the people who live here don't care for one another like they should do, don't look out for one another like they should do. But you know, when you look around you and you see the greenery and you see the fields, and a blue sky, the trees, it's hard to beat it, you know. And I'm sure all countries have their, you know, their spots, and perhaps that's me being nationalistic, I suppose. Yeah, enthusing about the British countryside. But, you know, I've travelled a bit and I've seen some incredible places, and some very beautiful places. But there's nothing quite like coming home and seeing England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. Let's add them in as well, let's not leave them out. You know, coming back home and appreciating the beauty that's around you. And I know it's not going to be the same if you're, you know, in a big city, or you know, you can't get out and enjoy it. I do appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, you know, just take it in. Can you hear that? Birds, a couple of insects. Yeah. Nature is marvellous. So, has anyone noticed any difference yet? Has anyone noticed any difference in the 3 to the 4, or the 2 to the 4, the 1 to the 4, the 1 to the 3? I don't know. Right, so I'm going to come down here just as the wind picks up, and I'm going to put it on to stop 5 and continue our stroll. So once more, I will catch up with you again very, very soon. Right, here we are then, guys. This is the final stop, so to speak. This is stop 5. There's been no change in the sun. It's shining as brightly as it was at the beginning of this video. There's no clouds for it to go behind. There's no changes in the light. Nothing interfering with it. So it will be very interesting to see what you make of this, and what I make of it. As I mentioned earlier, I am incredibly grateful to everyone who has interacted with me, watched a video, commented on a video, subscribed to the channel. It's humbling that anyone should want to follow the channel, really, because I'm very much the amateur at this. You know, I'm not an expert with technology, as you can probably tell, but it is extraordinarily kind of people to give me any kind of support. You know, likes are always appreciated as well, and sometimes I get likes on the most unexpected of videos, and I guess like a lot of YouTubers, you put out a video expecting it to do well and it doesn't do so well, but that's the nature of the game. But no, I am massively grateful. The strange thing is, I believe that a very low percentage of people, as I trip over, a very low percentage of people who watch my videos actually subscribe. It's something like 2.3% or something like that. So clearly there is scope for improvement, and you know, don't forget that subscribing to the channel is free. It doesn't cost you anything. You know, if we can build the channel, or I can build the channel into something meaningful, then who knows where we can take it over the next few years. Certainly there are places I would like to go to, which I am not in a position to go to at the moment. But who knows? You know, you start off small, and a couple of years later, a video you put out attracts attention, and bingo. It would be nice. Anyway, here we are. with the 5. Having a slow pan around this field. It's very quiet, there's no one else around. No dog walkers, which is unusual, but hopefully they've taken my advice and they're not walking their pets on hot pavements or in the heat of the day. Oh, as I speak, there's another person. Anyway, yeah, as I said, if the channel grows, then I can do some more stuff and show you some more different things. But if it doesn't, if I don't reach those dizzying heights, I will try to continue to keep you entertained and informed, even if some of my videos might stray into territory that you're not terribly interested in. Autism, mental health, Timu unboxings and baggings, I should say. I know the holiday videos attract the most attention, and that's absolutely fine. That's great. You know, we want to give you an idea of where we go and what it's like. And in November we are heading to Gran Canaria for a week. And obviously we'll be taking you along with us, showing you what Gran Canaria is like. Playa del Ingles is where we're staying, at a fairly big hotel, so a little different from Lanzarote. So that's something to look forward to, and there'll be videos and content coming out of that. But in the meantime, you know, we will continue to do National Trust things. If we go somewhere different, you know, we'll take you with us and show you some different walks. Hopefully, it has been rather windy, we'll get the drone up and do some different drone shots as well, some different drone videos. And yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of YouTubers, I suppose, are very good at creating content, and some of them vlog their day-to-day lives. I'm not sure you would find that very interesting, but it may be that I'll start looking into doing some reviews, some book reviews I've been thinking of doing, perhaps some music reviews. Yeah, just really expanding the channel into some different avenues. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say today. We've had a look at stops 1 through 5. As I said, if I put this video up, let me know what you think, and if I don't, I've just wasted a lot of breath and a lot of words for nothing. Anyway, that's all I've got to say today. As I said, hope the weather's great where you are. Hope you can get out in it and enjoy it while it lasts. Well, I think it's going to be here until the weekend, and I will catch up with you again on another video very soon. Alright, good people, you take care of yourselves and look after one another. It's a strange old world out there. Okay, bye for now.